Hi, I'd like to talk to you about some sales tips now. Again, we're into online presenting now, online selling, managing, whatever it is. So I want to really sort of raise the bar really with you now. I'm calling this raising the bar online. Okay, raising the bar. Do you like that, do you? I like that one. I'm going to give you 7 tips that you may not have come across before that might help you to do your video selling, because at the end of the day everyone's doing it now, aren't they? So everyone's quite used to it. We've been doing it for a year, so everyone's getting quite good at it. But the important point is though that people expect you to be good at it too. I mean, when I appear on video and live, people expect me to be reasonably good at it, you know, decent camera lighting, etc., because this is what I do for a living. And likewise, salespeople, account managers, BDMs, they expect you to be good at it too. So here's a couple of things that can help you to get even half decent. First of all then, too close or too far away. What is the answer to this one really? How far do you go on camera? The rule, as you know, is the top third of the screen. There's a line there, there's 2 lines, and your eyes should be on the top line. There's 2 lines there, one there. Head and shoulders, as you can see from my video here, that's the general rule. And that's how you operate. But there's nothing to stop you going up close if you want to, or maybe going across, or whatever you want to do. Now that's probably a little bit too close, but it's entirely up to you how you want to work it. Too close or too far away. But just be right when it comes to face-to-face communication. Don't be too far away, don't be too close. Stand and Deliver was sung by Adam the Ants, wasn't it? Adam the Ants sung Stand and Deliver way back in 1980, I think it was. Stand and Deliver, he shouted. All the girls loved him. And the point is, though, are you standing or are you sitting? Now, I'm standing because I'm presenting to you. If you're presenting to somebody, I suggest you stand also. It's up to you. Sitting down just crunches everything, doesn't it? Slows everything down. Now I do have a zone here around me. I've got a bit of a stage. I've got a whiteboard. I'm not saying you should have a whiteboard. You know, you could have a green screen if you wanted to, and you can do your stuff behind that. It all depends on what you've got. But what I am doing though is I'm standing because I'm presenting information to you. So if you're a sales manager, you're presenting information to your team, make sure you stand up and present, because that's what we do, isn't it? You're not looking down at them or anything like that, because we're all at eye level, aren't we? That's the way these cameras work nowadays. But I'm not sitting down all crunched and all sort of slow and laborious as well. And the other one is use more of you as well when presenting online. A lot of people have slides. I like slides myself, but slides of course can dominate and people can hide behind slides. So make sure you combine you with the slides. Get a green screen maybe where you can become part of the slides. So your image is, you know, in the bottom corner and you've got your slides going on over here. So you can combine these things using software like Capture or vMix, which I use as well. So you don't have to have slides with your little video tiny in the corner and everybody else hidden as well. A couple other tips for you. Dress. How do you want to dress on these things? Well, that's entirely up to you. I get it. And I've seen people on these things very casual. Now I've just got a bit of a rugby top on here. It's not a cheap rugby top, not one you play rugby with, but it's just a casual rugby top. I must admit I do get much more casual now when I'm presenting. Even when I'm presenting to top bods, I'm never going to put a suit on or a tie on. I'm sorry, but those days have gone. On video you see people with ties. You know, you only see that on government websites, you know, government people, MPs presenting. Okay, I get why they put a tie on, but you know, these people are at home. I mean, underneath they probably got their shorts, but we won't talk about that. There's a chappie, wasn't it, from Belgium, who had his pants on, didn't he, with his tie on as well. It's up to you, I get it. A lot of people like to wear a tie, it makes them feel good, but the world has moved on. So dress appropriately, but dress casually. Even in financial services, which I'm part of, it's about time we dumb down our look a bit, really. It's still a bit suited and booted and stiff. It needs to change if you want to appeal to a younger audience. If you don't believe me, just Google it and go online and have a check it out. Don't be how it's always been. You know, suit and tie, ridiculous, well, isn't it? Background is the next one. The rule really here is make sure your background does not, there you go, your background doesn't distract. and that's been done before. I've got a zoom zone, see what's behind you. Now I've got a whiteboard behind me here, which is fine, I get that. It works for me because I'm using it. But I have a zoom zone where I've got, over there I've got a nice plant and some photographs which I can have as my background. I do that when I'm on client meetings. I've also got the green screen, of course, as well, which I've talked to you about before. This is a pull down green screen, which is, okay, not everybody can have that in their office, I get that totally. But they're only a couple of £100 and get somebody to fix it to your ceiling for you, and you've got a green screen, which, you know, it's not a difficult thing to do. It's already pre-lit, and I can do all sorts of things with that green screen if I want to, and I do. So there's no distractions at all. There is talk about being authentic now, and green screens don't make you authentic, but I don't believe in that as long as you do it properly. You can get green screens that pop up. You can get one now, it attaches to the back of your chair. I've got one of those where you literally just strap it to the back of your chair, when you sit down, you've got a green screen behind you. As long as it's appropriately lit and you tell the software you've got one, you can have all sorts of backgrounds if you want to. So the key though is don't make it get in the way, really. Don't make it distract is the tip there for backgrounds. But that one's been done to death, hasn't it? Last one, or two last ones for you. The next one is lighting. Let's get that up for you. I've got quite a few tips here for you. Lighting, there you go. Make sure you are appropriately lit. Okay, it's up to you how you want to light yourself. Do it expensively. I've got a bank of 5 lights over there. I've got a bank of 5 lights here, all on LED, so I can dim them. They're to the side, so hopefully they don't reflect against this whiteboard. Now, when I have a green screen, I have frontal lights as well, because you don't have a whiteboard to worry about reflections. But you do need to be lit. Makes sense. I mean, my face is pretty much lit okay. People can see where I am, what I'm doing. When I'm sitting down, I have a light behind the camera. Problem I've got, of course, is glasses, because glasses reflect, so I'm getting anti-glare or anti-reflective glasses, or maybe even contact lenses moving forward. But make sure you have some decent lighting, makes a hell of a difference. Last one for you is noise. You go, noise distractions. Now I work down here in a basement, it's purpose-built basement. We've got sound conditioning here in the walls and on the ceilings as well, which is quite useful. But I've got a window there which I open up in the summer, and you can hear outside noise. You have people walking past, you've got dogs barking, so you can have noise suppressant software. There's a thing called Krisp, spelled with a K, where you feed the information through Krisp and it gets rid of software. Zoom has got a bit of software, it can eliminate noise for you as well, so that's something to think about. The best thing about noise though is your microphone. Now, I've got a variety of microphones here that I use. Remember, this is my job. Right now I'm using this Lavalier microphone, as you can see, which is connected to a kit which talks to the camera. That's old technology now, isn't it? But the whole point about this Lavalier microphone is only picking up noise around here. So it won't pick up the builder doing the drilling in the street or the dogs barking, because it's only picking up around here. If I'm using another microphone, let's pull this one down so you can see this one. This is a boom microphone. You can just about see that. It's on a boom thing, a little sticky thing that pulls across. It's a Yeti. This is slightly different. This picks up ambient noise around me. So I use this sometimes when I'm doing training, but it picks up all sorts of noise. The worst ones are the webcam microphones. Absolutely awful, terrible things. I'm 6 feet away from the camera anyway, so that would pick up every single piece of noise, isn't it? Now on the Lavalier microphones, you don't have to get expensive. Let's just let me go over here and get this bit of kit for you. This is one that I picked up recently. This one's a Sennheiser. These cost about 600 quid. These are designed for conference halls and stuff. But this is one I use a lot now. It's a little microphone. It's little gadget there. It's only tiny, isn't it? That fits in your pocket. It's got little airways there. This then connects to your computer, which you plug into the USB. It's a little gadget, and it wirelessly talks to each other. And there's your microphone. Just stick it up there and you're good to go. This costs 50 quid, not a lot of money. So all you do is literally plug it into your laptop or your computer, and you've got yourself a decent microphone to eliminate any unnecessary noise. So this is a really professional thing to look at doing. So noise and distractions, get rid of them. Let me just put this back over here. Only problem is, of course, these things need charging all the time. So I've got a little charger here that I will just press the button, and that will go straight onto charge, because they need charging all the time, don't they? Which is, this thing works off batteries. So that's noise distractions, really. Makes you think about life. So these are 7 tips, really. to raise the bar. You're expected to do a good job here. You are. No longer can you get away with the old nostril look down a laptop with noise behind you with kids running around. Kids are off school, I know that, so you can get away with it a little bit. Don't worry too much about that. When they go back to school and you're told by your boss you're operating from home all the time now, and you have to do video calls to clients, businesses, you've got to be reasonably half decent now. So 7 tips to help you get that way. I hope that's been useful.